Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to all. Welcome to this new conference sponsored by Fairy Tale News. Thank you for lending your time to come to our press conference. I'm Ekmal Farhah binti Zaruslan, Senior Lecturer at UiTM Perak, expertise in applied linguistics, educational studies, sociology and psychology as your moderator today. You will be hearing from 3 speakers today. Now I want to introduce them individually. First is Professor Shahirah, Chairman of Women's Studies and Feminist Research. She raises awareness of women's issues by bringing to campus distinguished scholars in women's studies and activists which have contributed to the advancement of women. Our second speaker will be Professor Hazwan. He is currently an expert counselor in University Malaya, Kuala Lumpur. He has a lot of experience on the research of women. Previously, he also the head of volunteer mission to Syria to provide life-sustaining assistance to people, especially children and women there. And last speaker is Dr. Azlin Farhana, Malaysian social, political and women's rights and HIV/AIDS activist, and she is also a writer. For all information, we will have the question and answer session at the end of the discussion. Once the session is going to begin, I will repeat back the instruction about how the members of the news media can pose questions. As I mentioned, you will be hearing from 3 speakers today. The idea to get the topic of this research is come out from the video. Let's take a look at the video.
For me, neo-feminism is women who think they are better than men, so they in their opinion, they think they can do without men's help, in my opinion.
Okay, what I understand about feminism is about the women want to be the equality with the men. That's what I know about feminism. So, for example, like they want to be a leader, like a man, want to be a president, woman. That's what I know about feminism. So,
Sorry, I think I have no idea, but I guess that's not me.
sorry, I don't know about feminism. I cannot help you.
For me, feminism is important for women because when they have a characteristic feminism, they can independent and then they didn't depend to other people. Thank you.
Okay, so what I understand about feminism is women demanding equality with men in so many things like work, job, and there are many things. So that's what I understand. Thank you.
I don't know about what is feminism.
Feminism? I think I never heard that before. I don't know what is feminism.
Feminism? I never heard about it, so I don't think I can help you.
Hi, sorry, I don't know about the feminism. So, bye.
This video is about to know the understanding of women outside regarding feminism. Nowadays, there are many successful women where it can be seen through the aspect of their thinking, competitiveness, personality, and also their lifestyle. The topic of our press conference today will be on neo-feminism or neo-woman identity among the UiTM Perak degree female students. So we start with our first speaker, Professor Shahirah.
Okay, thank you to our moderator Ekmal Farhah. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. Neo-feminism is not a new issue appear in our era. This is the situation where women believe that they should have the equality as men. So tonight, I would like to share two journals to all of you. As according to the Airil Gruber 2030 in her journal titled Neo-feminism, it describes an emerging view of women as becoming empowered through the celebration of attributes perceived to be feminine and their claim to equality with men. So the purpose of the article is to introduce the concept of neo-feminism into academic and discussion. In doing so, it broadly describes the pattern of thought and climate in a new feminist movement and discusses the animating principle of neo-feminism. In defining neo-feminism, this article examines how the troubling nature of certain second-wave feminist principles cause new school of feminist thought. Young women often say that although they believe in equality, they will not call themselves feminists. This article concludes with a discussion of the nature of the new feminist movement, whether it's really new and how recognizing such a movement might impact the feminist movement. Okay, for the next journal is referred to the Islamic view by Elizabeth Segran. The title is Rise of the Islamic Feminists. A groundswell of feminist sentiment is growing among women who are seeking to reclaim Islam and the Al-Quran for themselves. For decades, many women believed that they had to choose between their Muslim identity and their belief in gender equality. It was an impossible choice that one involved veering at the faith or their feminist awareness. 4 years ago, a global movement called Musawwah, equality in Arabic, began to make the case that women can fight for justice and equality from within Islamic tradition. For many Muslim women, this came as a revelation. So, from those journals I've read, I just want to clear it out. Feminism is not necessarily about women having power. It is about women being treated equally as men. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Shahirah. Now, let's share to our second speaker, Dr. Azlin Farhana.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon to all. Thank you to our moderator. Okay, today I will explain on the objective of this research. Okay, our research is come from 4 objectives that we target to achieve, and the objectives are: first, we want to study what are the new woman identities amongst the UiTM Perak degree female students. This objective is to know what types of attitude or behavior that they have and to analyze whether it's related to the feminism or not. Second is, we want to investigate their level of knowledge about the neo-feminism, whether to know whether the word neo-feminism is familiar to them or this is the first time they heard about neo-feminism. Then, we want to identify what are the advantage and disadvantage of neo-feminism, where we want to know whether the feminism can be beneficial to them or not. Last objective is to analyze how the new woman identities influence in student lifestyle, whether it can make them to have better lifestyle or not. Other than that, students are come from many places which have different lifestyles as they have their own identities that grew up with them. From the research that we have been made, we had concluded that the objective were achieved and the outcome of this research will be explained by Professor Hazwan. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Azlin Farhana. Next to our last speaker today, Professor Hazwan.
Thank you, Ms. Ekmal. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. As follow As for all information, we had done our research at UiTM Sri Iskandar Perak, and the respondents are the female degree students with the range of age between 18 to 26 years old. As for the method of collecting data, we use questionnaires which contains 30 questions, and for this purpose we got 62 respondents, which they are from two main faculties in UiTM Perak, which are Faculty of Architecture, Planning and Surveying and Faculty of Art and Design. We need 1 week to settle all the questionnaires, and we settle on 6 April 2018. Then this is the result of the survey. The result of the survey based on 62 the female student only. For today's conference, I selected some questions from the questionnaire to show in pie chart. The questionnaires are neo-feminism is proof that women are equal to men all matters. I feel feminism can influence society positively, and women are more emotional in handling any problems and issues than men. The result of the survey for question from the new feminism is proof that women are equal to men in all matters from the total 62 students. The result is 6% none of them strongly disagree, 0%, disagree 23%, agree 36%, strongly agree 28%, and very strongly agree 7%. From this pie chart, I can conclude that most of the female students are agree on the equality between men and women, and it shows that they are understand about feminism. The second result I picked the question is about I feel feminism can impact society positively on 62 the female students. The result is very strongly disagree 7%, strongly disagree 1%, disagree 17%, agree 45%, strongly agree 25%, and very strongly agree 5%. This pie chart implicitly indicates that the feminism can impact society positively in involving the female student in election. For an example, in its election student council in university. The last pie chart regarding women are more emotional in handling any problems and issues than men based on 62 the female students. The results are disagree 8%, agree 35%, strongly agree 30%, and very strongly agree 27%. The result is rational because the female more emotional than men. That's why the leadership we need put the priority to men. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Madia, for sharing the information and data of research. That takes us now to the Q&A session from the floor. As for all information, the Q&A will be based on our topic today, and one person is allowed to ask only one question. I believe many of you curious to know more regarding of this topic. So, any question?
I am Jasmine from New Straits Times. Will ask a question to Prof. Shahirah. Prof, do you think that neo-feminism is contrast with Islam basic? Please, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the questions. Okay, for my answer, no contrast, because refer to the Islamic view by Elizabeth Zegran. The title is Rise of the Islamic Feminists. A groundswell of feminist sentiment is growing among women who are seeking to reclaim Islam and the Al-Quran for themselves. For decades, many women believed they had to choose between their Muslim identity and their belief in gender equality. Thank you for the question.
Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. I am Airil from Onion News, and the question is, from the press conference, it said that the objectives were achieved. So, Dr. Azlin, how can you say the objectives were achieved? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. When asking about whether the objective are achieved or not, we can say that the objective were achieved because from the outcome, from the all the questionnaire, we know that we know the new woman identities among the UiTM Perak students. We also know their level or knowledge towards the neo-feminism, and we also know how feminism can affect to their lifestyle. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Amina from Onion News. My question is dedicated to Prof. Shahirah. Can you tell us on the advantage and disadvantage of neo-feminists to the student? Please, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. In my opinion, the advantage of feminism to students, it can encourage them to be an independent person, can increase their confidence level from time to time, and mostly they have brave to involve themselves in student committee and so on. Meanwhile, the disadvantage is when they think they are more better than men. They also think they can do anything with the help of others. Okay, thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm from Orchid News. I'm Ekmal. This question is for Dr. Azlin. I just wondered why this research target female students at the range of the age. Please, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. For this second question, the answer will be, okay, as you know, the degree students are between in the range of that age. Then that's why we choose them as our respondents in doing this research. Okay, moreover, we believe that the degree students have better understanding on this topic. Okay, thank you.
Hello, I'm Rohaya. You can call me Roy. Okay, I want to ask a question to Dr. Hazwan. From your research that you have made, do you think that the students are direct to feminism characteristic? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Yes, of course. Our research had proved it. Most of the female students are direct to the feminist characteristic. You can see from the data I showed earlier. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christine and I'm from 17 GSM News. I want to ask a question to Prof. Hazwan. Do you have a reason on choosing the new woman, new feminism identity as your topic? Please, thank you.
Thank you for the question. The answer is, as what we said before, the idea is come from the video playback we show before. We want to know their knowledge regarding feminism. If it give positive impact, so we think why not we emphasize the feminist criteria in themselves. Thank you.
Hello, hi, I'm Anna from Central News. This question is point to the moderator. Is you consider yourself as feminist? Please, thank you.
Wow, that's heavy question. From my opinion, when you have an attitude or behavior, you are actually not realize it unless other people told you. So I can consider myself as a feminist when my best friend told me. I have the feminist criteria based on my lifestyle, my external characteristic. That's all I can comment about the consider myself as a feminist. I think we are gonna bring things to a close now. Okay, so can we have some conclusion from this research?
Okay, as the conclusion from this research that we have done, neo-feminism exists in most female students through their external characteristics and also their lifestyles. We believe that neo-feminism give more advantage to the female students to make them more independent and brave to through many challenges in future. Thank you.
thank you to our reporters for all the questions. I would like to thank to all of our experts for joining today, and you have been listening to the press conference sponsored by the Fairy Tale News. If there is any question that still bear in your mind, kindly send the question to the email fairytalenews@gmail.com. Thank you for spending your time for the press conference. Thank you.
Yeah, they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah, hey, hey. I've been moving, God, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful, it's a struggle for me. Don't pull up and stick saying
Then this is the result of the survey. The result. Thank you for the question. Yes, of course. Our research that
It is people to that.
Okay, thank you again for the question. When
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Christine from TBTGFM. My question is related to Prof. Shahirah. Can you tell us on the Hi, good afternoon.
bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me.